Hey everyone, Wesley here. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you how to play the trumpet. I've been playing for about 7 years now, maybe a little bit more, give or take. It's really not that hard. It's actually surprisingly really easy, but the more you practice, the more you get the hang of it. And first lesson, you have to know your trumpet. You've got to know your trumpet, like regardless. You got to know the kind of trumpet that you have and everything. For me, I have an etude trumpet. You'll say it right there. Usually. Otherwise, I don't know what kind of trumpet you have. Now, the trumpet is fairly easy. The only thing you really need is a mouthpiece. And I use a 5C, which a 5C for me helps me play easier because of my lips. And usually a trumpet comes with a 7C. A 7C is good. Beginners, they start out with a 7C, so a 7C is good. And other than that, you need to know this right here. This is called the lead pipe. This is for your pinky. For your pinky. Yeah. And these are the valves, obviously. This is the first valve, second valve, third valve. Now, on your trumpet, it will have the numbers on here. This will say 1. This usually has your serial number on it. And then this is 3. Which usually, you need to keep your serial number to your trumpet. If it's yours, then you keep your serial number and make sure you know your serial number. Because if it gets stolen, or you lose it or something, you can give the police your serial number. And, well, if whoever has it, they'll find it. But, okay. And this is called the bell, for obvious reasons. And let's see. This is a valve slide. It's your first valve slide. Now, mine has trouble coming out and stuff, but this is your first valve slide. This is used for tuning. Like usually, when I play a D, I'll kick this out, and it'll help it put it in tune because D's are regularly out of tune, and which by the way, this is a D, and this is your second valve. Mine doesn't come out. I don't know why, but ever since I got it, it just never come out, so I can't really pull it out for you. And you don't really use this much. I've never used it, and I don't know, I've never used it. And this is your third valve ring. This is for like tuning everything else out. Like, and when I play a D, sometimes I'll kick that out too. Usually, you'll kick this out more than you will kick this one out. And this is what you call a water key or spit valve. You'll get a very watery sound in it sometimes, and what that means is there's spit built up inside of it, and you'll just blow in it, and it lets the water out. I guess it's better to say spit valve than, or yeah, water key better than spit valve, because people are weird. But I guess that is pretty much it. Now, when it comes to putting the mouthpiece in your trumpet, what you'll do is you'll put it in here and twist it, giving it a little bit of pressure, not too much. Too much will get it stuck in here, and you don't want that to happen. So yeah, you'll put it in here and just kind of give it a little twist. And when you take it out, you just kind of twist it the other way and just pull it right out. And it just pulls right out. And something that you need, if you're going to be a trumpet player, you will definitely need this valve oil. A valve oil is used, to keep your valves running smooth. Without valve oil, it'll be kind of hard because they'll get stuck and it's harder to play. But valve oil is cheap at your local music store. It's usually $1, $2. Mine costs about $3 because it's a bigger bottle. Usually they have little small ones for about $1, $2, but it's relatively cheap. But the actual way you're supposed to put valve oil in here is you're supposed to take the valves off and then just kind of put it up in there. But I don't ever do that. What I do is you unscrew it, but you don't want to take the whole valve out. So yeah, you'll unscrew it, and then you just kind of pull your valve out, and just, drop the oil in there. It's kind of like an eyedropper, and it'll just drop it in there. You put it back up in there and screw it back on. Make sure it's in place. Now, whenever you're using valve oil and you take your valve out, how you'll know that it's in place is if you twist it and it turns, then it's not in place right. But if you know, when it clicks in place, that means that, you know, it's back up in there. Let me demonstrate for you. Okay, like, see, it'll twist, and then you hear that click. You know, that click will tell you that it's in place. And another way to tell if it's in place or not is just blow in. If you can completely blow through it normally, you're good. Otherwise, you know, it's, you know, you gotta fix something. And also, another way you can tell if it's in place or not is it has a number on the valve. Usually, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it'll have a 1, a 2, or a 3 on it. The number should be facing you. When it's like this, it should be facing you. Then it's in there correctly. You know, some trumpets are different. Like mine, the number faces that way, but usually they face this way. The trumpets that I've always had knew that I've always faced this way. Okay, and something that you might need, I don't have any because I just don't have any use for them, but is this. This is your main tuning slide. Like, if you're out of tune, you know, you move this. And you already see mine's out a little bit. You know, this is meant to, you know, stay out. But, you know, like if you got a tuner, you know, it'll tell you. And I do have a tuner. You know, I guess that'll be a different lesson some other day when with the tuning slide. But you need something called valve grease, or not valve grease. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you'll just, it's kind of like chapstick. It looks like chapstick. And it just slides up on there and keeps it from going in and out smooth. I do need some, but I just don't have any cork grease. That's what it's called cork grease. Clarinets, they also use cork grease, but, you know, trumpets, we use it too. Yeah, okay. So, we're going to get started with teaching you how to do the lips. Now, it's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be able to blow it like that. See? And then your mouthpiece, go on here like this. You'll be able to make a sound. If you can make the sound, then you're a trumpet player. Now, how the trumpet goes from note to note, how you go to higher to lower, is when you go higher, you tighten this up. This is called your embouchure. Whenever you want to go higher, you gotta kind of smile it. You see how it's done? And, I guess that is it for this lesson. And, next lesson, I will start showing you how to, play.